Hey everybody, I hope everyone had a really good weekend and beginning of their week. I just got back from our trip a couple hours ago, so I'll be back at my placement tomorrow. I wanted to share about last week a couple experiences that I had at my placement. On Friday last week, I had two new experiences. I did a session by myself without the field instructor there. She had a training, so I actually went into the school and met with a client on my own who I have been meeting with since January, and she and I have built a lot of rapport with each other and trust. So that session actually went really well, and it was my first time just running it by myself, and I'll do the follow-up, the paperwork for the session, and I think the client really enjoyed the session. We had a lot to talk about. She just filled me in about what's been going on with school, so that was exciting to do that session by myself on Friday. And then after that session, I met my field instructor at a family's home, and we did the intake process for case management, for family therapy, and for individual therapy for the person who will be my client and their older sibling. So what I wanted to say was this was a very intense intake. The mom is very ready for services. She was actually just waiting the last few months to have insurance so that she would be able to receive our services, and the family has just been through a lot of trauma, domestic violence, abuse against the children by her soon-to-be ex-husband and their father, and just this mom, I really felt for her. She's really trying to do everything she can that's best for the children, and during the intake she did become very emotional, so it was intense, but it was kind of nice in a way to actually share that moment with her. She said she doesn't really get a lot of time to think about the things that have happened, and this is one of the first times she's been home without the kids because she's always very busy running them around and getting them where they need to go. So she did share a lot with us. She was really open. She has a wonderful sense of humor and uses sarcasm, so it was really, really interesting to do this intake with her and to have someone who's really looking forward to the benefits of services from therapy and case management. So that's always helpful to have a client who is seeking out the service and really wanting it. So that intake was about 2.5 hours, and we actually went to her house, and that was my first time doing all the paperwork for the intake process, which was very lengthy, and I'm very glad that my field instructor was there to help me, to guide me through the process to get it done, because it's probably about 30 pages worth of paperwork and initials and signatures that need to be collected. So I will start meeting with her child in the next couple weeks here, and I might be offering some family therapy in-home if the mom would like that. So the other piece of paperwork I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 90-day assessment tomorrow, actually, and that'll be my first one for a client I've been working with since January. So I've had a lot of experience in the last week on paperwork, so that was super helpful, especially with the field evaluation coming up. So I guess my question for the class this week is, have you had any intakes or done any assessments where the clients have become emotional, and how did you respond during that time? I hope everyone has a great week. Thank you. Bye.